Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. It means a lot that you guys keep clicking. If you guys keep clicking, I'll keep making. Happy weekend. I think we're all happy to be on the weekend. This week has been long for me. I don't know if it's been long for you, but it's been very, very long for me. So I'm happy to be here on Saturday talking some Survivor. Tomorrow, the Survivor predictions and power rankings podcast will be out. Great one of my favorite videos ever on my channel. And you'll have to tune in to find out why. Today we're going to be talking about the Survivor merge / swap / not exactly, according to Jeff, type of twist. I'm going to call it the not exactly twist, but that's just what I'm going to call it. So just so you know, that's what and it's also what I'm going to call it in tomorrow's podcast as well. And so, yeah, I just want to discuss it. I want to discuss a whole bunch of things I got written down. But first, 72% of you guys who are watching these videos are not subscribed. Let's change that. It's easy and it's free. Thank you, Skylander, for making my thumbnails. And if that's it, let's get right into the video. Okay, so at the time of recording this video, we have just finished up episode 5, and because it's an 18-person season, that's 5 minus 18, that's 13, but then the first episode was a double boot, so really there's 12 people left in this season, and we were expecting a merge at 12, maybe 11, but probably 12, and that's what we seemed to have gotten when the next time on Survivor it came up and it said drop your buffs. Then we got a big surprise. The reason I say that I think 12 or 11 is because 13 seems a bit too early for an 18-person season. I feel like usually 3 tribe seasons, pre-mergers can go on for longer because they're more interesting because the tribes are smaller and more compact, and so it's easier to get to all the characters. So I feel like pre-merge seasons for 18 tribe. Not 18 tribe seasons, 18-person seasons can go a bit longer because it's more interesting to me personally, like seasons like Cagayan or Philippines or Korong. So yes, we thought it was going to be 12, but apparently not, because the next time on Survivor, well, you know what? I'll just show you the clip. It may get copyrighted. If it does, you're just going to see a cut, and it's going to be me talking again. I'll try to explain it after, just in case it does get copyrighted. But if it doesn't, then you should see the clip right here of the next time on Survivor. Should be a minute or so. All right, let's watch it.
Everybody, drop your buffs. You are... Not exactly.
There has never been anything like this. Oh my God.
It kind of busts your possibilities wide open.
Okay, so that kind of blew everything wide open. So obviously in the clip, we see Jeff saying, everybody drop your ... And apparently the cast thinks that they can finish that sentence by saying merge or drop your buffs or merged, but that was obviously not the case. You could see Deshaun visibly upset when Jeff does that as well, which I think is hilarious. Shout out Underdog, the biggest Deshaun stan of all time, as you'll see tomorrow. And I mean, I just think that overall, it seems like something that's new. It has to be something that's new. But I'm feeling like it's just going to be a dissolvation. I feel like it's just going to be a dissolvation. And so I want to go over the 3 quotes we got. So the first quote we get is that from Evie, and she says, there's never been anything like this. So from what I get from that, it seems like it's going to be something new. It has to be something new, or it just has to be something that hasn't happened in a while, maybe, or something that just hasn't, or maybe just caught her off guard. Maybe it's like a play on something in the past. I feel like that's probably what it is. It's not something fully new. I feel like it's going to be like most twists are, which are a play on a past advantage, or a play on a past twist, or whatever it is, like a different version of something. I doubt production is going to come up with something completely new. Then in typical Erica fashion, we get a quote that means absolutely nothing. She says, like that's thank you for adding to the conversation, Erica. So that obviously doesn't really help us that much, but it does show us that they are very shocked. And so that leads me to believe that it can't just be a swap. Like it can't just be like a dissolvation, which is what I think it is personally. And that it has to be something maybe like a dissolvation with like one extra step, maybe one, or maybe they merge, but it's so hard. Maybe they don't merge, but they're all on one beach. I really don't know. But later I'm going to talk about some hints as to why I think I may know what it is. And Deshaun, which I think is probably the biggest quote here, it probably busts the possibilities wide open. This is gigantic, because if it busts the possibilities wide open, that probably means that it's something that changes. Like, so it has, I'm guessing it's some version of a swap or a dissolvation. I don't think it's a swap. I think it's some sort of dissolvation, or it's like some sort of like merge with a caveat. I think honestly, if I had to put my life on something just based on these quotes, I would say merge with a caveat in which the tribes still stay for a bit. That's probably what it is, aka kind of like a dissolvation and then like a merge kind of mixed together. But let's get into some other stuff about this overall situation that is the not exactly situation. So as I go to frequently, my before the scene prediction in my boot order video, my boot order and winner prediction video, I had said before even the cast dropped. This is only when we saw pictures, that the Ua tribe would lose all four members and go down to Ricard and Shan, and then they would dissolve into the other two tribes. Now, I predicted just an old-fashioned dissolvation where Shan went to Luvu or Yase, and then Deshaun went to Luvu or Yase. But maybe this is a more new school dissolvation. Maybe this is like a mix between a merge and as a dissolvation. And so I really don't know. I feel like what it could be is that I'm right, but like it's different, and they're gonna try something new. I really hope that they don't try something that's game breaking or something like that. Something that could twist somebody over who we're invested in. That would be not very fun. The next thing I think is the most important thing so far that I've brought up, which is that I believe there's a yellow and a blue mat at the challenge that they walk into, and if that's the case, it has to still be two tribes. Either that, or they made up now they've done this before, where they've made up like a fake challenge to trick the players into thinking, oh, it's just another pre-merge challenge, and then they merge. They have done this before. Or, like, for an example, in Winners at War, at the family visit, they made a whole challenge that they didn't even touch to make them think, hey, maybe we're going to have to do a challenge. And so I think that maybe what they could do. But if not, if that is 100% a challenge that they're going to go through, then that is definitely a pre-merge challenge. Or what it could be is maybe they merge and they get split up into two groups, and whichever group loses goes to tribal, but it's like after the merge technically or something, kind of like how it happened in Fiji. I don't know. I feel like there's so many possibilities for this twist that it's hard to pinpoint one specific thing where it's like it has to be this thing. So now I want to go through some possibilities from the past seasons. So first things first, it could be an old-fashioned swap from season 3. That's the first thing that it could be. That's the first really ever twist ever thing to do with moving people around on tribes, whether it be merge or swap. So the swap is the first thing, an old-fashioned swap. The next is a fake merge. Maybe it could be a fake merge in which Jeff gives them buffs, but I feel like that's not going to happen. If I had to bet on one twist that's not going to happen, it's not going to be a fake merge. One, because that kind of only works once, because you have to trick people in thinking that it's the merge. And now, especially nowadays with all the super fans, I feel like they would definitely be wary of Jeff not saying drop your buffs, you're merged. And so I feel like it's definitely one of those things where I highly, highly doubt that it's going to be a fake merge. And if it is, I'll be extremely disappointed in production for even coming close to bringing back a twist from such a terrible, terrible season. I know this is not going to happen, but I feel like I'm kind of obligated to mention it just because I am going through all the seasons with all the twists as far as like moving around people. It could be the Outcast twist. I don't think it's going to be the Outcast twist. I really hope it's not the Outcast twist, but maybe it could be the Outcast twist. And if it is, it's better than the Edge of Extinction, put it that way. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no. Hopefully it's not that. In Season 8, we get our first version of the dissolvation. This is where they do a challenge, and the losing tribe, there was 4, so they split up in the other 2 tribes. Now, I would be... Well, no, okay, so at this point in the game, I believe the Shapir tribe had 5. The Moga Mogo tribe had 4. And the... Wait... Hold on. Okay. Yeah. So the Superior tribe probably had 4. Moga Moga had all 6 still. No. Okay. Hold on. Restart. The Superior tribe had 5. Moga Moga had 6. Saboga had 4. I'm interested what they would have done if Shapira had lost. What would they split them up 3-2? I feel like that's unfair. And would they send the 3 to probably Mogul or probably Sabogo because they have less people? It's very interesting. But yeah, this is the first version of a swap and what it looks like. I'm interested to see what they might do, if they might call back to this. I doubt it, but maybe. So this is also another possibility, technically, but not really. I mean, they're not going to do All Stars or a Browns or a Thailand twist. There's no way. Next twist I can think of that they may do, not that they may do, but a twist that has happened just in order. Exile Island. It could be Exile Island. I doubt it, but it could be. I'm looking at China. Maybe it's a Stealer tribe. I really doubt it, but maybe it is. Honestly, I think so far, aside from the dissolvation swap, that's probably honestly the most likely choice, considering that we've had the Outcast twist and the fake merge some more. And you can say hi to my Netflix in the background if you heard that. I forgot to mention this, but it could be also the kidnapping twist, where one tribe can kidnap somebody. That also could be, and honestly, that's actually probably very could be likely. Honestly, I feel like I could see them bringing that twist back from Prawns and Samoa. I feel like. And after this, it's only bad stuff. So Redemption Island, Edge of Extinction, all that scary stuff. It also could be like Cochrane's Exile. I mean, I really just have no idea at this point. All I know is that at this point, it could be just about anything, or it could be something new, or it could be something like half new. And that's really all that we know so far. And lastly, I want to go over, what does production want from this twist? I feel like production wants Luvu to not go in with 6 people. Because I feel like production's scared that Luvu's just going to team up, grab like one Yase or Ua member, and then just pick off everybody. My issue, yeah, and I'm like 99% sure that's why that they're doing this. My issue is production must not understand that in New School Survivor, a tribe of 6 versus, these 2 tribes that add up to 6, the 2 tribes that add up are going to be much stronger, especially now that Liana and Chantel have a little relationship. They're going to be much stronger than the tribe that's been not able to vote somebody out. There's no way that Luvu sticks together at all. No way. And so I don't know why production's so scared of that. I would actually like to merge right now and just have a merge. I feel like it's a really interesting merge. So me personally, I'm just worried that it may mess up the dynamic that we have right now going into the merge with all of these, inner tribe relationships, and then Luvu just being like a gigantic tribe, but we all know that they're going to fall apart. It's just how do they fall apart, and is it on one of their members or on one of the other members? I have no idea. I really do have no idea. I'm looking at possibly maybe they could do something where Luvu has to, something that Luvu loses a member. I feel like that's what they want. That's what production wants out of this twist. And I think if a person from Yase or Ua goes home, I think production will be devastated. I mean, I guess best case scenario, if it has to be from Ua or Yase, it's definitely from Yase's best case scenario. And I think best case scenario would probably be like someone like Tiffany, probably, who we don't really care about. Because obviously now we kind of are supposed to care about Liana a little bit. Obviously, Evie and Xander have gotten a big edit, and that leaves Tiffany as the only unlikable person on Yase for sure. I think maybe Ricard is probably the second person there who they would be fine getting out, because he's also kind of a villainous person. But I feel like anybody besides their big characters, big heroes so far, being like Chantel, Evie, Xander, all of these people who they actually want us to root for, I feel like if they go with this twist, it'll be a huge disappointment for sure. So, what do you think this little twist is? What do you think that not exactly the merge, the swap, the dissolvation, the fake merge, the Exile Island, the Redemption Island, the Edge of Extinction? What do you think it is? Because I'm gonna go. My final answer is a dissolvation with some extra steps. That's my final guess. If you guys like that, tell me in the comments. If you have a completely different one that's totally crazy, maybe it actually works out, and then I can go back to your comment and be like, this dude got it right. Boom, you guys are all, listen to this guy. He's smart. No, but in all seriousness, guys, thank you for the continued support, liking, sharing, subscribing. Most importantly, though, turning on that notification bell and pressing all. That means the world. You guys mean the world, and I'll continue to make these videos if you guys continue to click on these videos over and over and over again. Thank you, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya. Peace.